Greetings, Bitcoiners in the land of YouTube. Not a whole lot to talk about on the Bitcoin front. If you watched my last video, that is. What we've got here is a falling wedge and perhaps a little descending triangle coming up first. The dotted line is the bottom, yellow line is the triangle. Resistance would be about here. So that'd be a bearish pattern and then a bullish pattern. So I talked about it in my last video. I'll link up my last video down in the description if you want to check that out if you didn't see that. But I was just saying that likelihood we were going to bounce here pretty quick, and we did. So this is likely to maybe could look a little something like this, the dump we had in March. This is actually the first time where it only dumped 5,000. 5,500, 5,600 before it bounced. Back here in March, it was about 8,000. Everything else was about 10, 12,000 before there was a bounce. So what I'm looking for, my last video, I was talking about this, watching to see if it comes up, and this yellow line is resistance, this yellow trend line, and then that's what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for it to come up here. It may not come all the way up, but I'm looking for it to maybe tomorrow or the next day, 41,400, 41,500, and I'm looking for a rejection. And this top of this channel down here is about 31.5, 31.6, 31.4, that area where maybe there might be the first bounce off that support. That's just a guessing game at this point. If you are going to try to trade, I don't want to give out signals and stuff because I can do really good, like 8 or 9 out of 10, and then I can be wrong a couple times. So I don't. The problem is if I'm wrong once, someone out there can lose money. So now it's always your choice. So it's not really anyone. Just never listen to anyone on YouTube to begin with. But the point I'm getting to is if you just are just bound and determined to try to trade, you don't want to just go into it without any armor on. So there's this channel. It's called Jason Casper. That's the name of his name is the name of his channel, Jason Casper. And I found him. He seems to be a bit of a teacher. I think he's a bit above a lot of these other channels on YouTube. A lot of them show basically the same thing. Not the same thing, but they more or less give out information. This Jason Casper channel, I'll link his channel up down in the description as well. He actually, for free, he does have stuff to sell, but for free, seems like there's something in him that he wants to teach other people. So I've been watching him. He seems to be pretty sharp. So if you are going to try to do that, you would want to have that he uses a market cipher, I don't know what you want to call it, not a program or just an indicator. It's real-time data. That's invented by a guy named CryptoFace. He has a channel too, but he doesn't teach the way that Jason Casper does. But Jason Casper is using CryptoFace. I'll link CryptoFace's channel down in the description as well. But he's the guy that invented market cipher. Jason Casper seems to be teaching people. I haven't seen anyone on YouTube teach people the way he does. And he's pretty sharp. So he teaches risk management and stuff. So if you are going to try to trade, you want to listen and learn and probably use something like market cipher. If not, just use market cipher. That's because when you're trading, you're literally up against professionals and you're literally up against supercomputers and bots, right? So you can't go in there naked, right? You need to put on some armor and maybe carry a shield. And so that'd be market cipher. Jason Casper will show you that stuff over there. But I just want to show this real quick. This is the daily chart. So throw out this Fibonacci tool. And what we're dealing with is this came down and see where that bounced. This is daily candles. Yesterday's daily candle bounced exactly off that Fibonacci line, and today's is also, so it came back up, and then new candle opened 7 p.m. Central Time last night. Came down here, bounced off of it again. It's just it's perfect. And I know from watching Jason Casper's channel that he was talking about this level way before it happened. Well, not way before, but well before this happened. And it's just perfect. So Bitcoin's basically came up and it's kind of got rejected from the next Fibonacci line, although it has broken out past it now, but it's coming back down to it. So just watching. So here's the yellow resistance line. That's what I'm looking at to see if it can not get through there, which I'm expecting this to come back down. So looking at these Fibonacci lines, what would I expect? If it were to come down, the next one's at 36,000, basically even 36,000, which also, lo and behold, lines up perfectly with this peak. I talked about this as being resistance before when this was going on the way up. Look at that. The Fibonacci line is right on it. See that right here? The top of this wick. It's just exactly 36,000. I didn't realize that until just now. Next line is 34,000, which is give or take this peak here. It's in that area. It's just a little below it. And then the next one that I'm really looking at would be 32,000 right here. There's not a whole lot. I don't really like that one a lot, but I thought I was looking earlier. Well, no, that's what I was looking at. If it were to come straight down, that would be basically on this channel, but I don't think it's going to do that. Basically, long story short, what I think is going to be happening here in the near future is this could just get really boring. And any big move coming, I would expect it to be down. It might just float around here for a while and really bore everyone, and then drop. Okay, I got some news here. A couple things in the news I want to show. Miami set to launch its own cryptocurrency, reward users in Bitcoin. So why I'm so bullish on Bitcoin long term is because of stuff like this. It would appear to me the first people that get into this cryptocurrency sector are going to be the ones that really, really do well. So this is, like I've always said, Bitcoin, this whole area, this sector, cryptocurrency, if you get on the right ones early and just make a simple investment and never touch it again, you could end up doing just really, really good. The reward is astronomical for a small risk. Miami launches its own crypto asset dubbed Miami Coin. It will be the first city coin released. There's a project out there called CityCoin that's trying to entice cities to come in and make their own coins. Miami is the first one that's done it. The mayor of Miami is a big crypto fan. You may know it as well. The country of El Salvador has made Bitcoin legal tender. So these places that are first in, either it's gonna fail and other people will learn lessons from it, or these could become extremely wealthy, well-oiled economic machines, right? So watch out for these places that get in first. But anyways, Miami Coin provides crypto revenue for the city. So as I read through this, what it is you can buy Miami Coin, MIA, Miami Coin. You can buy it. You can mine it also. You can mine it yourself. So that's really cool. So basically what it is, it's almost like I read through it is the city gets part of the revenue from every coin, and you can earn Bitcoin from it and also Stacks, another crypto. You earn yield off of your investment. So anyone can mine Miami Coin or other city coins as they are released in the future. Investors passively earn Bitcoin by owning the Miami Coin because it's built on Stacks, a crypto project that allows users to lock up their tokens and earn rewards to keep the system running. So it's kind of like staking ETH. A portion of the Miami Coin is deposited into a wallet for local government to use on whatever it wants. In other words, infrastructure, what have you, any kind of projects, city projects. Miami's crypto-friendly mayor, Francis Suarez, told Fox Business that the city of Miami could end up earning millions of dollars as a result of the popularity of Miami Coin. It's like a Bitcoin, and it's on the blockchain protocol. So whenever that coin is mined, a percentage of the coin, by virtue of the programming, goes to the city of Miami. So it's almost like a tax, but it's kind of a twist on its traditional financial system tax. So it's a tax on the people, but the twist on it is that basically the more tax you make for the city, you get more money, right? So, right, you invest and you generate, for lack of a better word, tax money. It's kind of like a tax, almost like a sales tax, but I mean it's a lot different. But that's kind of what it is, right? So it was a really neat program, and that's what this cryptocurrency allows, right? This is internet money, computer money. That's what Bitcoin is, Ethereum. I mean, not exactly money, but a computer. It's a computer financial system, right? It's computer money. So there's all these really neat projects and all these neat ways to do stuff that you just can't do with fiat money, right? So this is really cool, right? So would you like to own a piece of the internet? If you could, if you could have bought a percentage of the internet 30 years ago, in the late 80s, early 90s, would you have liked to done that, right? You'd be a multi-gazillionaire. So that's basically kind of what this is. And they're laying the ground layers for a computer, internet, global, computerized, digitized system, financial system, right? So it just seems to me the first in is going to do really well. In a recent video, I was talking about you might not want to listen to like Elon Musk and Michael Saylor and those guys. But the thing about that is it depends, who you are, right? So Michael Saylor, you could buy here if you're willing to hold, if you're willing to watch your investment go underwater, right? Do you have the stomach to watch that? Because you could you could probably buy every one of these tops, right? You could probably buy every one of these tops if you were the worst investor in the world and you bought every single one of those tops. If you just hold on to it, 4 or 5 years from now, probably even in the next 12, 6 months, 3 months maybe, you'll probably be okay, right? 10 years from now, this will just look like it might look like this, right? Down here, this giant mountain might even be visible in the grand scheme of things. So, 10 years from now, Bitcoin has a shot at going to $1 million. It might even do that sooner. But, $500,000, $400,000. So buying the top at 65,000, it's not that bad, right? Looking back in 5-10 years from the future, you've probably tripled, quadrupled, quintupled, maybe 10x, 20x your money, right? So it's just depends on the individual, right? It depends if you have the stomach to watch your investment go underwater and you just don't panic, right? So I make videos saying, we want it to come down to 20,000 to buy at 20,000, but technically you could probably be legging in this whole time. You could literally probably buy the tops all these, and in the long run, you'll probably be fine. But in the short run, if it looks like it's coming down to 20,000, why would you want to buy it 38 or 40 or 42 or wait and see if it's coming to 20? But what if something amazing news comes out and this just shoots up? We're on our way into a super cycle and we're at 100,000 by January of next year. Then maybe you wished you would have started legging in. So, dollar cost averaging, legging in. The history of Bitcoin has always been a smart thing to do. So there's just so many different ways to look at this, right? So Miami could start to attract lots of businesses and crypto. Just the future is just wide open. It's so bright. So Miami could really be a really hot spot. No pun intended, right? Miami could be a hot spot. Watch Miami. Another story I want to bring to your attention is this one. Look at this. Google allows crypto ads in the United States with restrictions. This is actually huge news. I don't know if you know how powerful Google advertising is, right? Particularly on the internet, particularly when the thing that's being advertised is internet money. Google's new U.S. crypto ad policy kicks in today, allowing crypto-related ads on its network, albeit with restrictions on the firms permitted to do so. So Let's see what this says here. I would imagine they're not allowed to promote sites with high leverage. I haven't read this yet. Companies pitching crypto products and services to U.S. customers on Google must register with the U.S. Treasury's Financial Crime Enforcement, FinCEN, or a federal or state chartered banking regulator. So a lot of people fear regulations when it comes to Bitcoin and crypto, but I think actually regulations will make it more comfortable for the masses to invest in. Could be wrong about that, but as long as the regulations aren't mind numbing, right? Regulations that make people feel safe, I think, is a plus in the long run. Google is still not allowing certain ads or ad destinations that aggregate or compare crypto service providers. Ads related to ICOs and DeFi trading protocols are also not permitted. That's interesting. DeFi. Central banks and banking are probably a little worried about decentralized finance. You're kind of in the Wild West days still. Lots of money was made in the Wild West if you just got into the right things early. So just buying and holding is probably going to be a good idea. I found a new coin I'm really interested in. I'll talk about that in an upcoming video. I think we got time here. I don't think anything wonderful or terrible is going to happen. Probably got some time to get some money together and maybe find the sweet spot down here. And this goes for not just Bitcoin. This goes for if you have any favorite coins out there you're thinking about investing in. There may be real good. This may be like the last best opportunity. Wherever this bottoms out at. Like I said, if you want to nibble and dollar cost average leg in a little bit right now, probably like I said, 4 or 5 years from now, you look like a genius, right? But a month from now, you might be able to get twice as much Bitcoin for that same amount of money, and you might feel like a goat, right? So I guess the word goat has kind of changed lately, huh? Goat used to be a bad thing, and now goat's supposed to be the good thing. So it's kind of strange. I don't want to offend Earl Manigault. He was the goat. He's the only goat as far as I'm concerned. It's disrespectful to one of the greatest athletes that's ever lived, calling everyone the GOAT. If you want to check out the GOAT, Google Earl Manigault. Okay, let's see here. I guess I'm done yapping. Let me know down in the comments what kind of videos you'd like to see. Like I say, this is probably going to be pretty boring stuff here for a while. So still looking forward to see if it'll come up and hit yellow line. If it has enough vinegar and sizzle to even go up that far. Looking forward to top of the blue channel, the support first, and I just think we might looking at a boring stretch coming up here. So let me know what kind of things you want to know about down in the comments section, so I know what kind of videos to make for you. I'll let you get going now. I hope you enjoyed this, and as always, thanks for watching.